Hold on. Chrome 11. What's today?
All right, man. Got the guys up in here with me, man. We back. Good Synergy TV in the building. My boy Ice Cold. Shout out to the Dumas Podcast. My other homie Unknown. You know they come as one. You know what I mean? I got the gang down there, King James. You know, homie in the building next to a young blood in the building. Man, your boy, the host with the most, man, Captain Gray. You already know the name, man. We in here. We here to have a conversation, young debate. On something I feel like we all should be talking about just a little bit. Just to rattle some cages. Everybody in the room before I get into it, we all in here. Some of us married, some of us not. Some of us done been on the other side of the track. Some of us haven't. When we was living life, I'm sure our output was different. So we're gonna try to flex, and talk to y'all the grownest way possible on this conversation. And with that being said, the topic is uh
Politics.
man politics. Look, see,
I'm
look,
fucking
there,
with you,
look,
bro. I'm
look,
fucking
see,
with you,
look.
bro.
I knew it. I knew it.
I'm
Hey, I
fucking
knew
with
it.
you, bro.
Look,
I
look,
knew
I got to do like
it.
unknown.
Look, you everybody bringing out the icons all because of you, dog. Nah,
Nah, I'm
look,
fucking around, bro.
yeah, man. So I seen some stuff the other day, and it kind of was like, man, let me bring this to the table and see what my guy is gonna say because I want to know. Uh, when a woman get with a guy, whether it's girlfriend, boyfriend, wife, husband, whatever, mistress, whatever it could be, if taking care of the bills 100%, the man's job, and does it make the man less if he can't do it, and does it make him more of a man if he can, is the thing that we tackling today. And like I said, we all in here got different perspectives, different angles. And that's why I got these guys in here specifically today. And I want to start off, I usually let King James start off, but I'm gonna go a different direction today. And I'm gonna let my man Unknown jump us off today. You know what I'm saying? He always usually have a strong presence on jumping stuff off. So I'm gonna let him jump it off and let him go ahead and see what he think about this situation, man. What you got on it, man?
We had this. I mean, you know what? I'm be as PC as possible. Everybody is responsible for how they manage their own crib. That's. I mean, that's my solution to this. You got people who are in a position where they want, you know, 50-50, or in a position where they want 100% to do to come in and take care of 100%. But when it all shake out, man, I ain't gonna never tell another man how him and his woman should, manage their finances in their own crib. Everybody's situation different. I ain't told you the things that I stand on or what I ain't gonna go for, and you know what I'm saying.
Elaborate on the things
Well, yeah,
Nah,
we know, but the
nah.
people don't. Just a
Am I?
little bit. You ain't got to give them all the sauce, but just give them a little bit.
All right. So for my situation, we bring everything in the crib. Everything come in. You know what I'm saying? I've been with my wife now for 20 and a half years, 21 and a half years, married 20 years. Everything come in the crib. You know what I'm saying? We break out. I can show you a monthly budget from today going all the way back to when we first got together. Every month we put down a budget every month, and in that budget we know what every dollar gotta go. This go towards savings. This go towards college. This go towards investments, and then when everything shake out, whatever left, that's 50-50. You see what I'm saying? That's how we look at it. That's the 50-50 for us. Everything come in, everything go out, that's 50-50. I know how much money she makes, you know how much money I make. It ain't no issues. We don't have no debates. We don't have, because they say most relationships end over money. And in the beginning, we had a
Yeah.
lot of money. We had a lot of money fights. You know what I'm saying? Because we had one account. Everything hit one account. It's like, what's going on? Why you spending this? Why you spending that? Nah, she got her account. I got my account. We rock the budget.
Right.
Once the budget come in, this is what I need from your check. This is what you need from your check. We put it in the kitty. After everything done, every Everything balanced. We cut the whatever's left in the middle. I don't give a hell shit what she do with her money. She don't care what I do with mine. Stack it, spend it. I don't care. We don't even had a conversation about it. You know what I'm saying? But that's what work in my house. I ain't gonna say what's
Hmm.
gonna work in somebody else's house. A lot of people don't like that whole why you gotta know how much I'll make and what. Hey, y'all flex it how you want to flex it. But for us, let's put down this budget so we know ain't no surprises. And then I'm gonna need 2,800 from you. I'm gonna need 3,800 from you. Bang bang. You hit the nut. Everything is paid. Every 2 weeks, here yo whatever. Do whatever you want with it. I don't care. Save it, spend it. Girls trip. I don't give a shit. It's your money. That keep the peace in my house. So
Now, so to say, if the chick was just like, say this not your wife, and y'all trying to get to a point, right? And
and
she
nah,
just got a scenario like, hey,
finito.
I
Not
need
happening,
you to
Jack.
pay 100%. While I go ahead and stack this money up over here, I need
Nah,
you to take the
because
100%.
we hear these conversations where people's like, I want somebody to come in and pay 100. And what that you want what you want. But the thing is, if
Hey
you
man,
if
people
you
in hell want ice water. A
hey,
fat woman want to be skinny. A white
but
man
you
want to
Do
be
she though?
black.
Dude, see?
but
You know?
maybe
Like,
I'm sure, but the thing is, you never hear them say, I want to stop working. So if you're working, but you're looking for
no, I
somebody
hear him say that.
that's
I hear
going to
him say
jump
I
a
want to.
hundred.
I hear him say I want to stop working. I hear
I
that.
was
I
I hear
heard
that.
that.
well, here's the thing. If you want to stop working, then we can have that conversation. We can have a conversation where I
Hmm.
work, you don't work, and then what's going to be the arrangements in that scenario. But if we
That,
talking
Mhm.
about I work and you work, but I'm dropping everything and you stacking, I can't
exactly.
rock like that.
And here's the thing. I know both are egregious because basically you saying you want me to pay 100% of the bills while you sit at home and do nothing, or you want me to pay 100% of the bills while you go work and just stack the rest and you don't contribute nothing. To me, both sound egregious, both sound crazy. And the key word of that is not the fact that they working or not. It's the fact that they
Mhm.
want you to pay 100% of everything, which is insane to me, bro. But I'm gonna let y'all go,
Yeah.
bro. I'll talk about mine. I'll let y'all go.
I mean, you go ahead, man. Drop your
All
piece,
right,
man. What you think,
I
man?
will. I know. I thought. Unknown. You had something to say. I'm sorry.
Nah, you good. I'm on that. But that's what I said. We had that conversation earlier. Just
Got you.
some people just
Right.
want
Got
to just admit that you want a bad deal. You want an unfair deal. I would you come out and say, "Hey, I want an unfair deal,"
you. Exactly.
and I be like,
Exactly.
"Do I
I
want to
want you
do
to break
this?"
your back. I want you to break your back so I can sit down and have grapes fed to me. Just go ahead and say that.
Sure.
To
That
Some
part.
like
simp some simps will give you an unfair deal. Just
yeah,
not here.
the ones that yep. You are 100%
Facts.
right. And this is my thing. When I originally heard the question, my first reaction was it's too broad of a question. It's too broad. Um so I have to break it down so it could be easily digested. So the first I guess you would call caveat to this, or first I'm sorry, first segment to this is what type of relationship what type of relationship you're in. I would think it's three levels. One, we just fucking. We fucking, we dating, we not super exclusive. We might be have some type of exclusivity, but it's not it's not serious, quote unquote. Then you got somebody you're seriously with, your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whatever. Then you got you're married to this
Spouse.
person,
Your
your
spouse.
spouse. All right, so I'm gonna break down the first part first. Ice Cold ain't never paid for ain't never paid no bitch bills. And hold on, and I'm that
Look, you know, took off the robot glasses.
No sound.
No, sir.
You
I can't
disconnected
hear.
your sound.
We can't hear you.
my bad. I forgot. Once I take my glasses off, you can't hear me. I'm sorry about that. Y'all can hear me now.
Uh,
Can y'all hear me now?
yeah, we hear you.
All
Yeah,
right.
Meta World. We hear you,
Another
Meta.
world.
So Ice Cold ain't never paid no bitch bill. That shit has never made any sense to me because if we're fucking, all right, if we having sex, and I don't know I don't know how expressive you want us to be on there. I don't know how you run the good synergy. I'm sorry if I'm
Oh
too
no,
blunt.
man, hey,
All right,
you in the house, man.
all right, cool. Ice Cold ain't never did nothing, no shit like that because it don't make sense to me. Fucking is reciprocal. We both fucking for a reason. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Hmm.
I'm not gonna give you no money when we both get something out of it. I'm not one of these suck ass people that can't fuck. You know what I'm saying? So like you're gonna get something just like I am gonna get something. We both are made whole. After that deal, we're both are made whole. Why am I paying you? Why am I giving you money? Why am I paying your bills? Because
Hey, hold
because
on. You
you,
said you not one of those sucker dudes that can't fuck, so the people who can't fuck pay. Is that
yeah,
what you said?
why you think they paying, bro? Bro, the only thing that makes sense to me, the only thing that makes sense to me is these dudes can't fuck, or they might be
My
minute men
man
or
is
something like
short
that.
stroke and pay a bill.
Bro, why else would they pay though? Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Make it make sense. You got what you wanted to get. You got like, and if you can't get that one, you can go find another one that you don't have to pay. So why are you paying this person to stay around? That's the only logical thing that makes sense because it is multitudes. It is a lot of dudes out there paying
True.
for no apparent reason. Now I can kind of get it if you are old dude. And again, let's go back to the part where not being able to fuck. You old, you probably can't keep up. So you got to do something to keep that woman around. I'm not into that. You know what I'm saying? Bro. To be honest, I get better every year. I get better at this every year. I get older. You know what I'm saying? Now, the second part is I think that's up to the person's discretion. With your girl, when we talking about a girlfriend or whatever, that's totally up to your discretion because relationships are different. You might not want to see your girl struggle and things like that. So you might
Hmm.
pay, you might want to pay her bills and things like that. I can't get into that type of relationship just like Unknown said because every relationship is different. Now the third part, the marriage, that's similar to the second part where every relationship, every marriage, every is different. Unknown went through how his stuff is set up. My stuff is set up kind of in a similar way. I think so many marriages and long lasting relationships have died for the sole purpose of money and then we gonna have a joint account. It sound cute, you know what I'm saying? But ain't no man ever
Until
said
you do
let's have
that
a
shit.
joint account. That's usually a woman saying let's have a joint account.
Right.
Again, it don't make sense. Like to me, you got to be able to have your own, if that makes any sense. Now, me personally, I I will help my girl with her bills. I've done it in the past. I've paid off everything in the past because that's my
Hmm.
girl. Because guess what? If I see a future for us,
Your girl or your wife?
my wife. I'm sorry, I call my wife my girl.
Okay, because you remember you gave us three
Got
different
you. I
tiers,
know.
so I want.
Right.
I got you.
We
I
on the
call my
third
wife my girl.
tier.
I'm sorry.
Right.
So, and again, I'm not legally married, but we've been together for so long, it's like a civil union. So I
Heard.
still call
Got
her
it.
my girl.
Okay, got it.
So, my girl, my wife girl, um, we don't do we don't do the whole let's have a joint account and things like that. You
This
know,
guy.
we're both investing into this relationship, this household that we have. We both
Right.
invested. So if me paying her bill off is going to help our future because guess what? Like a lot of people don't look at it this way, but you have to right now. You have to save. You have to be less. You have to be less dependent on living check to check. You have to be less dependent on that check as you get older. You understand what I'm saying? So whatever you can eliminate now is something you don't have to eliminate in the future. So if I'm paying a bill off, let's say my girl say, yeah, I got a couple thousand left on my car bill. Let's get rid of that. So we don't have to
Right.
worry about it in the future. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People don't understand it. People really, I'm in a different place financially than a lot of people. Whereas now I'm looking towards retirement.
Mm-hmm.
So I got to clear everything off this plate. I got to clear everything off our plates, both of our plates. And she's doing it too. There's been times where I fell short, so I don't have to dip into my savings. I ask her for, hey, let me get this. And she got it. You want to know why? Because she ain't got bills. Everything, and she paid things throughout the month. She has her role, I have my role. People don't look
Mm-hmm.
at people look at marriages and these long lasting relationships as if it's one, uh like it's all about love, and I want to be with my best friend and we should be best friends. No, you should be business partners. You should be
Mm.
business partners, because guess what? All this shit is a business. This house generates money. This is a bank. You know, this is, and people don't look at that way. People look at, you know, oh, we fighting over money, and you don't do this for me and you don't do that for me. But you should be looking at it in a different way. How can we get to our goal? How can we get to that place where we're not dependent on our checks? Because guess
Yeah.
what? Retire ain't no. I mean, you have your 401k, you have your, whatever you get
Like a
from,
little pension or whatever from
yeah, whatever you
wherever.
get from your pension,
Right.
like that. But as far as a paycheck, when
And
you
it ain't gonna
70
be
years
enough.
old, that
Exactly.
ain't nothing that. So guess what? You got to stack so you can survive, so you can live comfortably. Because guess what? A lot of people get old, they don't live comfortably. I want to live comfortable. I want to retire
Yeah.
early. I want to retire when I'm 10 years from now. I want to be retired. I know I look old, but I'm really 45. So in that 55 to 60 range, I'm slowing it down, man. I can't, bro. I got a bad back. I'm dealing with a gout in my toe and shit. Like, I don't want to be 55. Oh, I gotta get ready to go to work. I don't want to do that shit, bro. And I
King,
know that's
what you
different
got?
than a lot of people would say, but like, that's just me. That's just me. So like, I invest, and my girl's starting to invest. She got
Yeah.
money stacked up. We good. We good. And I could see, I could see what I got a glimpse. I could get a glimpse of what our future is gonna be like. Because I don't want to
Right.
struggle. Bro, they say they say you gotta have 2 to 3 million to retire comfortably.
For real, for real.
That's crazy. But guess what? Your boy might be there. You know what I'm saying? It's a good
Look,
possibility. 10 years from now, I'll be close to that.
what you think, King? You agree with that?
First I want to say, Ice, man, stay off that goddamn soda with that gout, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't need.
So, you know what it is? You know what it is, bro? And my stupid ass every day.
That red meat, he eating like a king over there.
Oh, no, it ain't even
But you gotta slow up, man. Your toe say
because
you
now I
can't
don't
eat
eat
that
nothing
meat.
but fish.
You
Bro,
gotta listen to that toe.
you know what it is, bro? Every day I go to McDonald's and I stopped doing the caramel frap. And I replaced the caramel frap with McDonald's iced tea. And that shit is loaded with so much fructose.
And now you finna get diabetes. That's liquid diabetes. So you
Exactly,
fucking with
bro.
gout,
Exactly.
and you playing craps with diabetes.
Bro, I
Quit
thought I was
rolling them
doing
dice,
myself a
man.
favor getting off the caramel frap, and I switched to iced tea because it sound nice, it sound cute. It don't sound iced tea. That don't even sound threatening.
Right. But if you read the small print, it say liquid diabetes. In real small print.
bro, I
And they
switched over,
and they
and I was
spell it like
drinking
that dude
shit
said,
every day.
diabetes.
Bro, I was drinking that
Diabetes.
day, bro, and that shit fucked me up so bad, bro. The shit left and then came back, bro. So I can't do the fructose. I can't do anything with the fructose syrup anymore, bro.
Yeah.
I was drinking
Well,
that
I
shit.
just wanted to say we want you around for that meal, man, to get that 2 meals. So watch what the fuck you eating with the gout,
Hell
man.
yeah.
God damn it.
Hell yeah.
But
right.
on the subject, I'm finna get in there though. I'm be hunted. Now I'm finna get in there though, because I'm opinionated, and that's what I'm here for, right? So on my opinion on this, I feel like it depends on what generation you are, if you ask me, right? Because and where you are in the relationship. I agree with Ice Cold as far as where are you in this relationship? Because first of all, I mean, what bills is being paid if we just fucking, right? If we just fucking, what bills need to be paid besides that liquor, this motherfucking weed? If you party, whatever you party with, get, you know what I'm saying? And
Mm-hmm.
that's the only bills that need to be paid if we fucking. You know what I'm saying? You know, I mean, I feel like society has taken this to a level to where it's really don't need to be talked about, right? If you want to know the truth. Because if we talking marriage, right? I'm skipping the whole girlfriend boyfriend thing for a minute. If we talking marriage, right? If you marrying someone, right? This has already been past that we fucking boyfriend girlfriend stage and married. So for me to tell a married person how their household should be run as far as who's paying the bills, they've already made it past that stage, right? And if you got
Hmm.
married and now you're having those issues, those financial issues, you got married a little too quickly, right? Because I will admit, I got married a little too quickly and I ended up going through those
Excuse me.
financials, right? To where we had a misunderstanding, right? Of, well, I was good paying my bills, holding myself down, right? I was taking care of King James like a king, okay? Now, kids gone, so kids are adults. So my having to take care of anything or anyone was just King James, okay? As my world is spinning, when I'm out here and I'm dating and I'm looking, right? And I run into someone else whose world is spinning, right? When we come together and we decide we're gonna do more than just be fucking, I took it on as you had your own, right? Because I'm looking for somebody that's got their own going, right? And their world is spinning the same way my world is spinning. And when our worlds collide, they happen to spin together beautifully, right? Not me happen to spin your world or you happen to spin my world. I don't believe in getting in a relationship, right? First of all, if we're together, you already had your own crib. I already had my own crib. You were already paying your bills. I
Hmm.
was already paying my bills. I don't get where this I come in and start paying your bills out of some love or because I want to be with you. Right. Now, we talked earlier when we said the whole idea came from, I believe the whole idea came from back in the day, right? When a man married a woman could not work, right? A woman
Mm.
could not provide. A woman could not be an independent woman, right? She couldn't get no fucking job. You sit your ass at
Hmm.
home, you make these babies, you had this house clean, and I'm gonna be hungry when I get off work,
Yep.
right? Then they decided that,
Only job they can get back then was like working at a diner or some shit.
For real,
right.
for real.
So it was the man's job to provide, to pay for everything, to
Hmm.
hold the house down, right? As these women got women rights, human rights. Let's just not call it women rights. It's just human rights. You know what I'm saying? But as these women got their rights, which they have the right to work, I got daughters. You know what I mean? So as these women got their rights, the right to work, to right to be able to hold down their own, to not need a man to do anything. Now the idea changes. Okay. You no longer need me to provide for you. Before, the woman needed a man to provide her shelter, to provide her safety, to provide her food, to provide her clothing, right? Now, Miss Independent, you can do whatever. You don't need a man. You could do all of that on your own. So if if we're gonna come together and we're gonna work this thing out, right? I can't as a man, right? I like being King James, which
Hmm.
means that extra money, if we got an account where King James money is King James money. And when King James is paying his bills and he want to say, hey, you know what? I'm going out to see Cap the Great tomorrow because I'm off for 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I got vacation time, right?
Mm-hmm.
I got my money to do that. However, now if I'm bringing you in my world, right, and you want to be in this relationship and you want me to pay for you too, right? That extra money that I had to go visit Cap now is going towards making sure you got food, that you got shelter, because you're expecting me to provide for you. I don't know too many men in their right mind that want to say, you know what? I'm willing to take all my extra money and provide for you because you're pretty enough and you're there for me for conversation. You get what I'm saying? Like, it just don't, that's not how it operates anymore. You dig? When it was, you had to. Nowadays, I'm gonna be honest with you, King James, if he was single, King James, if he was single, right? Out here, I got a son that's 20 years old right now, right? He is not in a relationship and he's not gay. I wouldn't have anything against him if he was gay. I'm just saying.
He had to throw out that disclaimer. He ain't gay now.
I'm just
He ain't
saying.
gay now.
He ain't gay. He's
Hold
20,
on now.
but he's not dating. I ask him,
He ain't gay.
what's up, man? You know, why you ain't dating? You know what I mean? Shit, I want to meet some of their fine mamas. Like, what's going on, bro? You know, and he like, nowadays, all they want is bread, pops. You know, like, go out to eat. You got where you gonna take them out to eat? Y'all did a show where they was talking about the chick said, you taking me to what was it? Friday, the Cheesecake Factory.
Cheesecake Factory, yeah.
And my son is like, I got to get myself together, right? Junior's like, if I can't take care of me, I can't be taking you out to no Cheesecake Factories, right? And if I am taking care of me, I don't know if I want to be spending my money when you have yours. What is it that you're providing for me? And as King James, I'm like, what is you doing? What is you doing for me, baby? Because cleaning house, right? This ain't the 1800s no more, right?
Mm-hmm.
Clean the house, cooking my dinner, and fucking me. I can buy every last one of them things you just mentioned. I can get me a maid to clean this motherfucker Monday, Wednesday, and Fridays. You know what I'm saying? I can have a chef come up in here Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. You know what I'm saying? And if I'm really feeling that bad, you know what I mean? They got all kind of little places where you can just quick visits and motherfucking hours and half hours and couple hundreds.
Get your
It's
rocks off and then go on home.
so as a single person, nowadays, this generation, I don't know. Does that make you less of a man? Was the question.
Yeah.
I don't. I personally, my opinion, like I told you, I was opinionated from the time I started. Right? Hell no. You a smart man, right? Because it should be a build. Me and my wife are building together. So what she has is what she has. What I have is what I have. It gives an appreciation when we build together, right?
Mm-hmm.
When we come together, if we need an extra vehicle, right? We went in on this vehicle. This is our vehicle. You know how much she appreciates that vehicle a little bit more because she didn't have to pay all. You know how much I like that vehicle more because I didn't have to pay all. You dig what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? So when you're going in together, it don't have to be half. You dig? It could be a third. It could be a fourth. You know what I'm saying? It could be 80%,
You know,
20%. I feel going in with your partner makes an appreciation for whatever you guys are building,
Yep.
right? But when you both are putting in on it, whether it's the home, whether it's the relationship, whether it's the time you're spending, when you're both putting in, whether it's finances, when you're both putting in a percentage, it gives an appreciation. Because that old school, the man should pay for everything. If you want to know the truth, I feel like any man that feels like I pay all the bills, she doesn't have to pay anything, I take care of everything, has a control problem, for one,
Yes.
and for
Yes.
two,
Yes.
right?
Yeah. If you ever, I'm sorry to cut you off, King James. If you ever hear these people talk, it's and you hear the reasoning behind it. You hear the fear. They don't come out and say it,
Mm-hmm.
but you hear the fear on and why. Oh, you think I want my wife to go to work and get yelled at by her boss? No, you already you just told on yourself. You don't want your wife to go to work because guess what? She gonna be around
or
other men. She gonna be
or
around other
You
interact.
men.
fearing her catch.
That's
You
what it
fearing
is.
her catching
Interact with other
that
men.
construction pipe.
Yes, and there's the fear right there. So when you a lot of times, and I've had this conversation before. A lot of times they do that out of fear. Now, here's my caveat to that, and I'll let you get back to King James because I don't want to lose this point, and I got to leave in a little bit. Um, when you do that, is this for the betterment of your future? Because if your wife can work,
Mm-hmm.
guess what that does? That adds extra income into the house. One, and it gets you to that point I was telling you about. That point, the grand point where we all try to get. Less stress, no work, things like that, living comfortably in retirement.
But
What
y'all
Mm-hmm.
got
what
to
are
be on the
what
same page. Y'all got to be on the same
exactly,
page for that, because
exactly, exactly.
that's not every woman that's having this conversation on social media in
Hmm.
that mature space that they can handle that.
Facts.
Like I was telling you,
Right.
we were talking in the group. I'm like, if you're a second generation, like if you one generation from poor, you know what I'm saying? That's how I look at me and my wife. We do really well, but we're one generation from poor. So we like Tulsa. We gotta work together. We like Black Wall Street.
Yes.
You gotta do a little something. I gotta do a little something. Now my hope is that my daughter, who is a spoiled motherfucker, that she ain't gotta go through this. She can make those demands of people because she didn't grow up poor. But like if we're
Right.
one generation poor from poor, yeah, I can handle all this by myself, but we can stack this up so both our son and our
The
daughter can graduate college with no debt.
yes.
You know
The
what I'm saying?
goal
We
is the
can,
stack, bro.
yeah, we
That's
can
the
we can
goal,
retire.
bro.
Well, no, but it's not the stack. It's just I don't want to be a burden. So I could put my kids through college and they not have to take no debt, and I can retire. Me and her can both retire and not need them to then take care of us in the future
Yeah.
Exactly.
if
Exactly.
we work
Exactly.
together right now. If you come to me talking about some stay at home, then fine, you can stay at home, but we're gonna have to dial it back a little bit to still meet that goal. You know what I'm
Exactly.
saying? But most of these
What
people who are online talking this stuff, they wanna stack on
they
you.
they living in the now, bro, because nobody's looking towards the future. And that I don't know how that don't scare people. Look
Well,
towards
see,
the future, man. I
that
see.
was my second point. Before I forget, I was saying the guy who feels that way, he has that control issue, and the second part is pride. He got a pride problem. You see what I'm saying? I do this, I pay for that, I pay for everything, and he's not looking for later. What happens when you get sick, right? And you happen to not have that put away, and she can't have your back.
That
You know what I'm
see
saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's either
King
pride
James,
or it's no vision. It's
King
either
James. That
pride or
was
he don't have no vision. And if you got a dude that don't got no vision, that's just as reckless.
That
King
part.
James. That was my point. That was my point. What favor am I doing you? Because guess what? If I paid all the bills, I went through, paid all the bills, and I die because now I didn't have no help to really stack. I die. You're not gonna know how to pay bills. You're not gonna. What future are you gonna have? How you gonna take care of the kids? How you gonna pay the house note if I didn't work? Like it. I can see how this could have worked in the 50s, 60s, and stuff like that.
Exactly.
But we're living in an age now where we deal with inflation, we deal with higher costs for damn near everything, and and
Mm-hmm.
and the cost of living. The cost of living is not going to be the same cost of living it is now. So you got to do whatever you can. It's almost like an all hands on deck to stack this bread so we can live comfortably and not have to
Mm-hmm.
work when we
But
70 and
see,
80.
that's where the vision come in at. Because like I would
Yeah.
say, like me and my wife first met, you know what I'm saying? My wife didn't even have a bank account. My wife from the island, I keep my money on me or keep my money in the house.
Right.
And budgeting and things like that. I didn't come from a budgeting background. My parents didn't budget like that. The
Hmm.
military had to teach me how to budget. You know what I'm saying? So it was like, all right, here's what they taught me. Let me teach you. Let me teach you how to do this monthly. But and you know, instead of let's put something on it, let's just pay it off. You know what I'm saying? Like I put a little
Let's put a
something
little
on
something
this,
on.
let's put a little
Let's
something on
rob
that.
Peter to pay Paul.
Nah,
Let's
just
not
pay it
pay the
off.
light bill and pay the cable bill this month.
Nah, it's like
Right.
I'm gonna put 10 on the light, 10 on the
But
cable,
that's
then
but
go out
that's
tonight.
the sad
Nah, just let's.
reality.
But
That's
that's
the
no
sad
vision.
reality that we grew up knowing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unfortunately, in our culture, that is the sad reality of it, right? I'm gonna be honest. It took for me to date a military woman, right? It took for me to date a military woman to put me on point, right? I was young, you know, my things used to be put a little bit, I put something on it, you know what I'm saying? Man, bill 100, put 50, put a little 40, stretch it out, the minimum payment, right? Took a military woman for me to say, look, budget, look for later, pay that shit off, pay it off. The bill $100, you got 150. Pay that motherfucker off, right? But our culture, we don't, our culture is put 30 on it and shit, go out Friday.
Right.
Dude, I could be broke. I could be broke right after payday. But if I know ain't nobody coming for me for the next 30 days, I feel good as hell,
Exactly.
man.
Good.
Exactly. I
I'm
could get
I'm in good
paid,
hands.
and as long
I'm
as
in
I
good
got
hands knowing
everything
everybody
paid off,
paid. I got everybody paid. The card paid off. I got credit. I got a little something in the cuddy over here. I got something in the other. I'm
hey, I'm at
good.
the
What
crib.
you? I'm at
I'm
the
at the
crib, but
crib.
but it's full of groceries. You know what I'm saying? We
That
Gucci over
part.
here. You know? Yeah,
Yep.
Nah,
we done figured it out, man.
Yeah.
go ahead, put my piece and then I'm gonna let everybody ride out. Uh, man, I'm pretty much new to the sharing, like the responsibility of bills with my wife. I'm new to that because I'm an independent person. I've been there since a young cat, and getting with her, knowing that she's sharp on certain things than me. I want to learn and I want to better myself at the same time. It's things that I just don't. I'm not gonna give up. And I'm sure all of us as men understand that. Like if we handling stuff, let me do what I'm gonna do, and you do what you got to do, as long as we know that it's being done together and we got everything getting wiped out at the same time, and we able to space out some stuff, paying bills ahead of time. That way, when the next cycle come around, we got something to mess around with if we done paid some ahead of time, and then so forth and so on. I told her, I'm like, I'm still learning the credit game. Like it's always something new to learn with the credit game, and me having that now, never having it in my life, having it fucked up as a young kid, my mom doing what she's doing and using my name for shit. Then I get older, and it's a lot of other stuff that had came behind my name as far as social security wise. I had to get all that changed and everything, man, just start from scratch and really learn what it do to have stuff like that. And man, to have somebody and genuinely to want to come to the table with you with the bread bag open. Like, let me take half of my loaf out and put half of your loaf in here.
Yep.
And then we split this loaf that I just took out. That way we got something. You know what I'm saying? Like you want to be able to that's the ideal thing. Unfortunately, the way the world is twisted up and turned around, we not gonna probably have that probably for another 10 years, I feel like. Like the people that's here now, we gonna have to find a way to try to get them to understand that you're not gonna get nowhere without having somebody solid with you. That's friendship, relationship, any kind of ship. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? A cargo ship. You ain't gonna
The
have none of
mothership.
that.
The
All of
mothership.
that. Every
Hey,
kind of
but
ship you want to name. You know what I'm saying? Like
yep.
it's not gonna float unless you got people like that in your corner. And
Hmm.
as long as you got that, man, you got to understand that you're already on your feet doing what you got to do. Everything will be all right. But
Yep.
one thing I'm always going to agree with, I'm not going to never do 100% for nobody. If I see that they can do for themselves and they want to take advantage of what somebody else done. That's just one thing I never fall victim to. I'm never gonna not come to something with my hands empty, that's for sure. And if they is empty, they gonna get filled up sooner or later, you know what I mean? So uh no, I appreciate them inputs because people need to understand that it's important, and if you don't got that kind of importance, if you don't live by some kind of morals and understanding,
You
then
gotta have a
shit,
plan, bro. You gotta have a plan.
yeah,
Like
you gotta have it.
in
You
my
gotta have
household,
it.
like I said, in my household, I pay the major. I pay for the mortgage, light bill, all the
Right.
bills. I pay that. But
Mm-hmm.
my girl have roles too. She go out and do the grocery shopping. I don't want to do that
Mm-hmm.
shit. So she do that shit. You know what I'm saying? But again, she has less on her plate from back when, I covered and paid her bills. So she's able to
Mm-hmm.
do more. She's able to just focus on, going to grocery shopping and doing things like that. And she can stack her bread as well. Because when I come up short, and I mentioned that before, I came up short. Even yesterday, I came up short. Our water heater blew. I had to go get another water heater, a hot water heater. So I didn't want to go in my savings to do that shit. It's
Mm-hmm.
easier for her to be like, yeah, I got it. Had no problem sending me. No, I'm sorry. I paid for the water heater. I did pay for the water heater. She
But
paid for
her
the
going
labor
to
for
get
some.
it.
No.
Right.
She paid for the labor for 450
Oh, yeah, 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 yeah.
for somebody to install it plus fix the ceiling that blew out
Where okay.
during a leak a couple weeks ago. So she paid
Right.
for that, and I didn't have to, come, out my pocket to pay for that. So like, and
Yeah.
there's multiple things like that that's happened. She come to me, ask for money, boom, I got it. If she and
Yeah.
it's vice versa. It has to be some type. It has to be. I mentioned this before. It has to be a partnership over everything. And I don't understand why more people don't look at it like that, like a business, like a partnership. Yes, you won't. People don't realize. I've said this before. People don't realize at that stage in a relationship, when it's new, you got three stages. When it's new, in the middle, which is the longest part, and then you got the end part. You should be trying to work towards that end.
Mm-hmm.
That middle part is hard because that middle part gonna come with fights, all the bullshit, work, stress, sex,
Type shit.
all that, and that shit lasts for like 20, 30 years. But guess what? When the kids is out of the house and you ain't working, now that's your best friend.
Amen.
That's your
Amen. Look, we
that
gonna be
right
looking
there is
like
your best
King
friend.
James. Hey, look,
And
we gonna be talking like King James at the end of
yeah,
the day.
that right there is your best friend because y'all
Yeah.
been through it together. People don't realize that. People live so much in the now they don't think about the future. Yes, you're gonna be mad at your girl. Yes, y'all gonna be fighting all the
Mm-hmm.
time because y'all working. You taking care of these badass kids. You doing all this shit. Of course you're gonna be fighting all the time.
Hey,
The easiest
hey,
thing to do is give up and get divorced. That's the easiest fucking thing to do. But if you stay in it, you
Facts.
fight, you stack your bread. Guess
That
what
ain't that
happens at
easy
the end?
either. Now that
Get
ain't that easy either, man. 'Cause me and my
man.
it
wife,
ain't.
we separated, and I thought I was done. She thought she was done. Could never get them papers signed. That ain't as easy as you think, boy. You think giving up and saying I'm done, I
No,
quit.
no, 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 no. In the context I'm talking about, I'm sorry about that. In the context I'm talking about, it's just making it to the end, bro. Making it to the end because when you get to that end part, you ever see two old people? They look happy as hell. They look comfortable around each other. They love each other. Because they got to the end. They got to
Mm-hmm.
that golden period, and that right there is the goal. You want to look at your wife as a best friend, get to the end. I bet you she'll be your best friend because she probably your old ass. Who you gonna get to wipe your ass when you can't
She
wipe
might
your own
not.
ass and you're
She
90
might not be
years
your
old?
best friend, but now you got money, so you can't let her go. You can't let her.
Hey, I gotta get out of here, man. It was cool getting y'all, man. I gotta get my other son off
Hey,
the
no,
bus.
I appreciate you, bro.
All right, bro. I'll holler at
But
y'all, bro.
For sure.
Ice Cold was there though. Ice Cold was there back then when I had to move money out the house. You know what I'm saying? So
Hmm.
it like I had to like compartmentalize money. But I mean, and that's the thing when it comes to money, it's so sensitive. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That's why
And,
everybody
and
got to
you're gonna be
do their
fighting,
own
bro,
thing.
but you gotta make it through that part. Once you make it through that part, the first part of that is getting the kid when the kids is out of the house. When the
Mm-hmm.
kids is out of the house and you not working, and that's when a lot of the stress and a lot of those stupid ass arguments are done. I've seen it
Yeah.
happen. I'm trying to get to the goal. I'm trying to get to that. I'm trying to be a
Trying to
millionaire,
get to
bro.
that end
And get,
goal.
I'm trying to get to the millionaire, and I'm on path to get to that millionaire status. I'll be there, and I'm gonna retire early. I'm gonna go like this on my little on my island. Be kicking it. But let me go get my son, man. Before I go, I want to let y'all know there is a YouTube group. I want y'all to go in there. And everybody who watching it, go in here because I've been perusing this shit as we've been talking. It's called Caribbean Flavor. Bro, you gotta
Look at
go
you,
on this
man.
shit. Go to it. Go
Look,
to
this
it and be
dude.
a part
Here
of
we
that.
go.
Go be a part of that group, bro. Go be a part of that group. I'm telling you, you won't be disappointed. I'm out. Peace.
Hey,
All
stay
right,
away
peace,
from that
brother.
iced tea.
Caribbean flavor. He tell
Nah,
you he
man.
try to get you to go, then set you up at the
That
same
part.
time.
That part. He trying to send you right on in the
Uh-huh. What
dungeon.
you doing looking at these girls? Man, get out of here with
Huh?
that.
Huh?
I just clicked the link. I just
I
Don't
just
click
clicked
that
the
link. Don't
link.
click that link. That's
they said they
dangerous.
gave it to me for free. Hey, look, they gave it to me for free.
I just clicked the link.
Nah,
I'm
man.
texting it.
I got to do the same thing, man. My daughter get out here in a little bit, but I just
All
wanted
right,
to
man.
get in here and break some convo with the guys, man, and see what y'all thought about that. I appreciate all the inputs. That was definitely needed. Uh, I mean, until next time, man. Y'all gonna
Hey,
catch us
man,
on here.
you know me. It's always
All
a
right, man.
joy when people come together, fellas.
Come
Y'all
on
have a
now.
good
Appreciate
day,
you.
man.
Appreciate you.
All right, man.